we are getting ready to deep dive into a reading. I have spoken to the divine. I have called upon our consciousness across space and time, and I said, what's going on? What's going down? I've shuffled, I've laid out a spread. So I'm just going to give you a story today. We're going to dive into this story. We're going to look at the scope of it. We're going to open it up with other cards, but we're going to use the frame that I've already built here to provide us with context of what's going on in the world, or what's going on with you, how we're all aligned. We're going to do a little bit of a super string, unified force. This is now the field, and our consciousness is here, and we are all gathering in the now moment to ascend consciously together, because the divine has something to share. So let's go, shall we? Straight away, love and love. So what I've done with one of my decks, the emoji deck, is I've doubled up some of the power cards. So it's a little bit like a Pokemon game we're playing at this time, because we've got top trumps, we've got double and double. I've not seen these cards, I've laid them all down. The back's facing me. I've just turned over the two cards, red hearts out, followed by another red heart. This reading ain't a joke. That's why I came through with this vibration. This is a channeled message. This is powerful. This is important. This is a life-changing reading today. Welcome aboard. God's out with the lips. We're talking about God today. We're talking about Jesus today. We're talking about faith. We're talking about love and light. We're talking about the highest vibration of all. We're talking about evolving beyond where we've currently been in our lives. We're talking about seeing ourselves for who we are. And not only that, like attracts like. When you see you for who you really are, guess what happens? People see you for who you really are. All you ever have to do in this lifetime, all you ever have to give off to the universe is absolute assurity in self. Who are you? Why are you here? And what are you doing? I always ask that. Who are you? Why are you here? And what are you doing? Who are you? When you say your name, what vibration radiates out from that? What is your personality type, your archetypes, your go-to, your pros, your cons, your advantages, your disadvantages? Who are you? Tell me, hit me in the comments. Tell me who you are. Affirm to yourself in the now moment. Pause and tell yourself who you are, please. Let me know you know you. Because I can't know you if you don't know you. Why are you here? What on earth are you doing here now? Not just here listening to this video, this reading, that's important. Why are you here today on the Hermitologist channel? But more taxing on the consciousness, why are you here right now in 2024 on this planet? Who are you and why are you on earth? Who are you and why are you on earth? Please let me know. It's important. Probably the most important questions we can ask ourselves at this time. Who are you? Why are you here? And what are you doing about it? Are you stepping in mission? Are you walking in the light? Are you choosing that higher vibration? Are you listening to the right readers, reading the right literature? Are you connecting with the right soul tribe? Are you in the right network? Have you got the right community? Are you talking to the right people? Are you living in the right environment? How is your mental health on a scale of 1 to 10 today? What is love? Considering we've got 2 love cards out. It shows me you're breaking free. So I'm talking from a liberatory standpoint today, because I'm not talking to someone in a low vibration. I'm talking to someone who's mirroring love, giving off love, clarity in the self. I'm seeing someone in the past who's been looking at a loving ascent, something evolving. A message is what's coming out here, a loving message that you're looking at, but it's more than that. It's the message that you give off to the rest of the world and what comes back to you. Is there love in your circumference? You do understand that you don't need to be around anyone to receive love. More importantly, social media exists. And the most beautiful thing about me and what I can do and what I feel like is a highly evolved capacity, I can look at any other human being on the planet, see their ascension, their journey, see that they know who they are, see their happiness, see their growth, see their creations, and be inspired by that. Love them for who they are becoming. Love them for their communication, their quote, their tweet, their business developments, their truth. Whoever you are, if you exude integrity and truth, oh my gosh, I can stare at you with love in my heart, because I desire to be around such a beautiful vibration. The beautiful messages that I receive from people that love me, that give me a high vibration, they're never doing anything spectacular. They're not telling me that they love me. They're not filling up my ego. They're not licking arse. They're telling me about them and what they're going through, how they're ascending. And I'm like, wow, aren't you amazing? Sometimes it's a simple step. It's not no grandiose development. I'm just living me today. What are you up to? I'm just being still. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Fulfillment in that. Yeah, I feel amazing. I've just taken time off from what I've been doing. I've just been sitting in stillness. I've pulled away from that desire to give to that community anymore, those people anymore. Now I've evolved. I'm not going to do that anymore. I've just changed my life and decided I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to do this now. Different. You're seeking self. How beautiful are you for choosing evolution? Choosing to be you. How amazing. Something beautiful is on the horizon for you. And guess what it is? Commitment. Commitment to who? You. Commitment to what? Why you're here. Commitment to what? How you're going to go about achieving that. This reading is about your love vibration now attracting love vibration. Love attracts love. Like attracts like. Dark attracts dark. Dark triad attracts dark triad. Light triad attracts light triad. This is the truth. You could be as light as a feather, but date a rock. Guess what's going to happen to the scales? Shifting. You can be as light as a feather, live with a rock. Light as a feather, family, ecosystem, people around you, rock. You can be as light as the sun, but if you are surrounded by the moon, that will overshadow the sun, and you will be in shadow, dark night of the soul, depressive episodes. Be aware of what you bring into your proximity. Breaking free is such an awful word. I'm going to learn something new today. I'm going to leave the ideology of breaking free behind, because even that as a construct is something we should be beyond now. I don't desire to break free. I am free. I walk in the light of freedom. That's what we should be saying. I walk in the light of freedom. I walk in the light of freedom. I am the light here. I am the light here, for I look to the light. I look to the light, for I am the light. I like this conversation today because you'll see my symbol and my avatar over here, which is yin and yang. The darkness is always present. But do you know why we overcome and how we overcome darkness? We bring the darkness into the light. We do not fear the heavier, lower vibrational conversation. We do not let the darkness sit in shadow and murmur and froth at the mouth and build resentment, anger and rage. No, come out of the shadow. Come on, darkness. Come up front where you belong. Take a front seat, darkness, with the lights. Because any darkness that can't come forward and take a seat with the light is not meant to be in your internal or external fight. We don't walk forward with the dark. And that is, there we go, confirmation. We don't walk forward with the dark. Look at that. Notifications are pinging off every time I say it. We do not walk forward with the dark. So we drag the dark in view. We drag the light in view. Anything that cannot transmute, become unified, falls away. And what we remain is a pure ball of chi. Let's go. Let's go. You're committed to self like I've never seen it before. And that is liberation. That is powerful. You don't need anything else but the commitment you have to self, because that, what again will do? Attract that same vibration. Yeah. You've got beautiful things coming up for you. I see events, things that you're up to, things that you're busy doing, things that are just going to, interesting. Things that are going to commandeer your shuttle. And in my head, I've gone, wait, hold on, but you're the captain of your own shuttle. What does that mean? I'm already fighting the ideology that I've just been given. There's no need. That suggests that there's someone, something, a higher vibration that's coming in to commandeer your shuttle. That says that now you're moving in what we would refer to as self-driving. self-driving cars, vehicles that manage themselves. The vessel that you now are in such a high vibration, at such a higher altitude, we can just let you drift. You can just drive your own way. You are a unique driving force in your reality. You don't need to commandeer anything and take control, for the unified force will do that for you now. I want to say you're off to the races. Get yourself a new hat, you know. Do you get what I mean? Get yourself a new hat. Get yourself a new bow tie. In my head, I'm getting flashes of the card I have in my other tarot deck, which is the Young Sheldon TV show on my TV tarot deck. Young Sheldon's coming to me wearing a little bow tie. It talks to me about a very young genius, a very young, powerful individual, right? The quote I will say today is what? Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing it is stupid. That is an Einstein quote. An Einstein quote that has carried me through many trials and tribulations in my life. An Einstein quote I used to lean on relentlessly during windows of broken time. Haven't been broken in a long time, because that quote has been the rising in me. For everybody is a genius. I believe that deeply. Spiritual readings, tarot readings, all the people I've connected with all around the world since I've started doing all of this stuff online. Every single person beautiful, powerful, inside and out. All divine, all unique destiny, all powerful, all fighting their own internal dark and light. All destined to be geniuses in this lifetime. But it's the pursuit of it, the inner belief. That step beyond potential to reality. Yeah? It's one thing to have potential, it's another thing to actualize that. To believe in that, to pursue that relentlessly, unrelenting. I am here today, who I am today, speaking in the way in which I do today, because I have been unrelenting in pursuit of light. It isn't an easy journey, but it is the only journey. I have been relentless in the pursuit of light. I have been relentless in the pursuit of light. For I desire to be light, not just for today, not just for 10 minutes, not just in meditation, not just during yoga, not just when I meet my friends or I meet this new guy on a date, not just for a moment, not just for a season, not just for a reason. I want light for a lifetime. That's what I want. That's what I've desired. So when you choose to be that driven, that gung-ho, and your destiny in your heart is screaming, I want to be light forever, understand what that means. Understand what that means. For the rest of your life, you must now what? Pursue light. Do you think that the pursuit of light is an easy mission in today's society? Every reading up until this point into my lifetime, I've spoken about the journey in pursuit of light, the struggle in pursuit of light, the low vibrational tales that carried us to start awakening and drive us into pursuit of light, and the struggles we repeatedly faced over and over again in pursuit of light. We're done. We're done. We're shifting on the channel. We're shifting across all platforms. We're shifting in reality. We're done. I'm no longer going to discuss the pursuit of light. The light is here. The light is now. I am the light I have long pursued. I have always been. That is why I chose to pursue light. So now we walk in the light. We let go of the past. Nothing remains from the past. None of that dark, low vibration exists. Why would it? For you are the light in the room. You are the light you pursued, and now you have found you. Let's go. Let's move on. Liberation is here. Liberation has long been here. A quote that I always say from Harriet Tubman. I could have freed 100, I could have freed 1,000 slaves. If only they knew they were slaves. Imagine that. Imagine Harriet Tubman, leader of the Underground Railroad, freeing slaves, has repeatedly said, I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. The most painful element of the spiritual journey that we move on from today and no longer address, for we cannot carry it. It's garbage, it's bullshit, it's past, it's beyond us. That's not who we are now. The mission's beyond this now. We try and awaken others. We try to heal others. We try to show people the way. We live in sorrow. We remember. We grieve and we hold on to the old life that we've been dying to leave behind. We've left it behind. I could have freed 1,000 slaves if only they knew they were slaves. The vision I get in my head is an apocalypse. An apocalypse has just broken out. And now there is a community, a tribe formed. You're walking with a select few people that have already awakened with you. All of you are now walking down the street. There's been zombies all over the place, but finally the zombies are gone now. You've got a clear strip of road. And there's railings either side of you, and the zombies are all behind railings. See, you've imprisoned all the zombies, and now you're just walking. Every now and then now, this is your future, listen. Every now and then, you're walking down the street, zombies out of the way. You're walking, the pathway's clear, your route's clear. You're off on a voyage now, Moana style, walking down. What you're going to see now, because when the outbreak happened and whatever incident this was happened, understand the metaphor here, very important metaphor, right? For the future this is. When the outbreak happened, you scavenge, you riot, you get supplies, you're rushing around. I need rations. What's going to help me survive? I need bandages, I need clothes, I need to get my kids, I need to get my family. When the apocalypse happens, you're rushing around. The cars are crashing to start off with. You're running. Oh my God, I've got to get my sister. Oh my God, I've got to get my brother. Oh my God, I've got to get my uncles and aunties. My grandma needs to come. The car can't fit all those people. All these people are going to die on the way. We've been in battle, folks. We've been in battle. And along the way, we've been cutting off limbs, being bitten by family, being bitten by friends. People have told you they haven't been scratched or bitten, but they have. And they're all sleeping with you in the same fucking mall, waiting out the fucking herd that's going past. And then suddenly they awaken to the fucking zombie side and start eating the rest of the tribe. Everyone's eating each other. We're all struggling. Bare people are getting headshots, and we're now in a struggling place, sitting there rocking back and forth like how many people have we lost in the mission. Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell. Done. The tribe's alive. Whoever's made it's made it. We ain't got time to waste. Now everyone carries their own pack, rations, weapons, whatever you've got. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. We're walking. And as we walk, we step correct. We step in the light. And guess who's going to find us? Anyone else is just going to start walking in and joining the tribe now. Walk in, join the tribe. Get on the train. Get on the light train. This is the light triad train. Hop on. Because we're going straight to the light. We're heading up to the brightest star we can find. We're off. That is where we're at in life. Let's go. First things first, I'm looking at a very, very emotional, listen to this, emotional yet stable. I don't want to say emotional stability. I want to say emotional but stable. Kind of like how I'm presenting this reading. I guess I'm emotional, but I'm stable. Because I could be in a lower vibration. I'm talking with power. I'm talking with grit. I'm talking with purpose today. Because I'm emotional. I'm stable. But my emotions are not what they used to be. Because I've seen the ricochet, the apocalypse. We change during an apocalypse. We change during evolution. We become who we're truly destined to be. We evolve. So now, your emotions, your pain, your trauma, your consciousness, we've shifted. You are now in your power seat. You are now walking in your light. You're thinking a lot about everything you've achieved in your life, money. Not in a negative way, but you're just sitting back with what you would call your crown, your throne, your heir, right? What are you an heir to? That's what I want to say. I think that's really epic. Because that's what the card's giving me. It's like, you know you're an heir to something. Do you think that Prince William is battling and fighting with King Charles for the seat? Do you think that Prince William right now is desiring to overthrow his father, King Charles, from the seat? Maybe in history, in different walks of life, that would have been the case, but now, no. What is Prince William doing? He's kicking back. He's chilling. He knows he is next in line for the throne. Why have you got to rush? Why have you got to be more? Why have you got to move? Why have you got to do anything? I'm destined to be the heir of the throne next. I will sit down and surrender and give to me. Use my time wisely. Assess the journey of whoever is above me. Show respect. Give love. I can surrender to the now. Beautiful energy. Anyone who is next in line for the throne, hone it. Hone your skills, hone your craft, work on you, become more aligned to your destiny through ease. Because it is not time for me to take on such a role or title, but it is time for me to surrender to the knowing that that is my destiny. I will pursue that eventually, but for now, I will live in the glory and wish fulfillment of the now moment. In the past, I've already aligned to truth. I've already taken the risk. I've already been through the apocalyptic battle. I've struggled. I've strived. Now I choose to step correct. I choose to step in the light. I choose to sing my truth. I choose to own anything unaligned to my reality. Anything unaligned to my reality, I choose to own. I take that in, I internalize that, and I transmute that, and I release and surrender anything that's going to create ripples, fights, unhealthy habits and behavior, eating, drinking, drugs, belief system, anything that's not good for you. Anything that makes you not feel good about you, your body size, your weight, your appearance, right? The size of stuff is what I'm getting in my head. How you view other people, toxic traits. Not within you, you've established you. No one is perfect. The light and dark. Even within me at this now moment, I'm established, I am who I am. I don't desire to change my personality. I don't desire to be more light. I don't desire to be more dark. I don't desire to change my speech, my tone of language. I don't desire to be more positive. I don't desire to rid myself of toxic traits that I may have, that other people may identify. That's me. I am going to own that reality. Thank you for sharing that with me. As long as I know me, and I choose to still be light in the pursuit of knowing me, in the ownership of knowing me, for the pursuit is no more, right? I have already pursued me, I've found me, I now need to take ownership of me, and in that ownership of me, I must face those heavier vibrations. I understand where they came from, because I understand my history and my past. Anyone who has travelled through the apocalypse would have too picked up some heavier vibrations. That's okay. Well, eventually we come out of fight and flight and we surrender. I'm going to dive more into this card, yeah? Because this is giving me interest. I'm talking about it from a channeled standpoint, but let's dive in to see specifically what this is. Because we're talking about powerful messages, back and forth communication. I'm looking at the 7 of Cups. I'm looking at the 8 of Cups first, and it's a push and pull. It's the back and forth. I want you, I don't want you. I want you, I don't want you. Fighting as well. Relationships being dragged back and forth. I want to be with this person, I don't. I want to be with this person, I don't. Family, friends, more romantic, whatever it is. Business ideas, contracts, partnerships, legal agreements, settlements, relationships with kids and families. Maybe your children don't want to see you. Maybe they do. Maybe your children push you away. Yeah, certain people who want to be good fathers, good mothers, depending on your situation. If your child doesn't want to spend time with you, no, mum, I don't want to do that with you. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do anything with you. Let that be. I'm going to come and pick you up. You can stay at mine over the weekend. I don't want to. I want to stay at home with mum. Okay, let it be. There's that ratio of change, that rate of change, let's say. It's a shift in your personality style that's going to create a ripple in everyone else's personality style. The relationships that you do or don't keep moving forward is important, because the vibration is going to change. What you give to people is going to change. No, like this, because we're moving into the Seven of Cups after that, with you're accepting the push and pull of all these relationships now. It's changing in a way you didn't initially expect, but that's the case. If everyone's been through an apocalypse, we're going to find stability and grounding where we can, and we're going to hone that as our new lives. Leave the life the way it's fallen, and choose your new way, right? Everyone picks their own apple, everyone eats their own apple. The Newton situation of apple is more significant than any other ideology in relation to Christ at this time. Let's focus on the Newton of the apple instead of the Adam and Eve of the apple. No offense, Christianity, I do love you. I love Adam and Eve. I understand the story, but let's focus on the Newton, because at this time the Newton apple is going to serve us a lot more wisely at this point and nourish us. We've already been through the Adam and Eve apple battle. That's why we were getting eaten alive by the fucking zombies, right? The zombies themselves were the ones that started eating the apple. That's why they turn. So now we're going to use the Newton apple instead of the fucking zombie apple, right? Damn, my reading style today is very different. Seven of Cups on that. This Seven of Cups keeps talking to me. It's got a lot more to say. We're going to dive in. Do you know why? Because the Seven of Cups here is diving deeper into, Seven of Cups is a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotion in their mind, a lot going on. Remember, we started off with emotion all overflow, but stable emotions, right? Oh my goodness. Listen to this. Understand the push and pull and the polarity of it. If you relate to this, hit the like, because this is the best explanation I could ever give for what I have been going through. The polarity is wider. In every single relationship, the polarity is so much wider. So when you go and talk to that person again, you try and make that old connection again. You try to go anywhere on the spectrum that isn't that light point that you discovered through the Fibonacci of truth, the true node, right? Your true north. You're off. You're off, and you feel it. The light and dark polarity is so much more apparent in your reality now. Why? Because you're so awakened and aligned to the truth that when you step off the line to anything that isn't truth, you feel it. Because anyone else's vibration that has a more percentages of dark matter, unaligned to your light, unattainable light, right? Untransmutable darkness is now an absolute everyday foresight for you. So you can't just go back from the left to the right on the spectrum like you used to. You're finding true self and you're grounding it in reality. This is true coming home. This is absolute inner knowing. This is epic because it's absolutely the integration of on and offline, of dark and light. And when I say on and offline, I'm talking about you. Do you know why this is funny? Because I've just had a realization as well. When I started on the spiritual journey, so let's say 2019, the main thing I always used to say is, I'm online. I used to call my friends, I used to talk to them all the time and say, yeah, I'm online. When I referred to being online, I meant being spiritually on. Yeah, meditation today. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm talking like I'm roadman on my trap phone, but I'm talking about on. Yeah, I'm on. What you on? Yeah. Not even like that, but I'm online. Yeah. No, I haven't been offline in a while. Gonna stay on. Gonna do this. Gonna go to this church. Gonna go to this temple. Gonna do this. Gonna pray at this time. Meditation. Yeah, gonna run a tarot. Yeah, I've got mediumship. Yeah, I've got spiritualist church. What you doing? You got scripture. You got word. Did you go to church? What does the Bible say? What scripture did you learn? Send me a quote. What you reading? What Psalms you on? Okay, the power in me, we started to really search and study ideologies of online in regards to being consciously woke and online. And that's where the evolution stemmed from, right? So you've got to let the burden go of the fact that you're no longer anything other than who you really are. And that so much of you was sacrificed to account and accommodate for these other fractals and vibrations that now are not truly your nodes. You can only move forward with your nodes, right? Hard, burdensome. Especially when you have the freedom. This is interesting for parents. It's got me thinking a lot about people who have like loads of kids, single parents with loads of kids. It makes me think about Kim and Kanye a lot, to be honest. It makes me think about more so Kim Kardashian as a parent with all the stuff that she does, all of her kids' different personality styles, and all the kids that she had through surrogacy as well. Makes me think about Elon Musk and his 12 kids, that a lot of them he had through surrogacy and some kind of agreement just to repopulate the earth. I mean, the way that we look about developing kids in the future in life, and makes me think about that man who also had 600 children through sperm donation, which he done illegally. It's all of that. Every single one of them is a variable, a ratio, a piece of seed, DNA, and every single one of them is unique. I don't want to speak to you today, Mum. I don't want to speak to you today, Dad. I'd rather go with Dad. I'd rather go with Mum. I'd rather be like Dad. I'd rather be like Mum. I'd rather be on my own. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go out with you. I don't want to spend time with you. Interesting vibration of different relationship dynamics with mother and father and the child. The child is dependent on you to be a provider and provide that Maslow hierarchy of needs in allowing them to scale up to self-actualization. For you to provide the psychosocial stages of development, which is Erik Erikson's model, of healthy development, to make sure that they balance out the right variables from light to dark triad. That's all you do. Let your child be free. Let your child go. Listen to what your child wants. Leave your child alone. Not alone, like in regards to being needy or clingy or overgiving. If they say they don't want to do this and they say they don't want to do that, give them an opportunity. Let them know you love them. Step forward and say, I'm going to offer you the opportunity to do this or do that. When you want to do something with me, let me know then. Yeah? Because there's a reason why your child is choosing the path that they're choosing versus choosing you. Because I'm seeing someone now, a few different people, a few different scenarios about three, where we've got three different parents with their children, and their children are going, no, I don't really want contact with you. I don't really want to spend time with you. No, I don't want to go out and do this. No, I don't want to go out and do that. Your vibration's off. Your child's finding themselves. Let them do that. Still be that person that provides the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Provide love. Don't be a needy parent as well, or overbearing parent. I became a hermit because I pulled away from my parents because I didn't enjoy the vibration they were giving me. I pulled away. Luckily, I saved myself from that, because otherwise I would have been dark triad. I was still grew up being light triad in a dark triad home. So imagine trying to overcome and live. How the fuck can you live a light triad life in a dark triad reality? How the fuck? Apocalypse. Yeah? You either are the zombie or you are fighting the fucking zombie. And when you realise that means metaphorical brains out. Gotta get those brains away from me. Gotta destroy that. Make sure I don't get scratched. You gotta move away and evolve. Not only that, right? There is so much love that you have, not only to give to the rest of the world, but that people have for you. And what's been a constant denominator in the situation here is that this has all been a secret. I like this. Like attracts like, again, it's coming up. Whether you've decided not to give it out, or you've decided to withhold love because you needed it for yourself first. You haven't exuded giving vibration. And that's why you haven't received, because you haven't exuded giving. And like attracts like. So the moment that you open up and you start giving is the moment you start receiving in kind. And you're going to be surprised, because what I'm looking at in the image is a man leaning over a woman, giving her something while she's asleep. She has no idea what she's being given. She's not there consciously. So the truth of the matter is, if you give in secret, if you give through a mask, if you give in anything other than absolute consciousness, then they're going to be unconscious about what you have to offer and what you have to give. So you have to give in the light. It's not that you're giving in the dark, but you're giving in the grey. You're giving in the wormhole. You're giving in a serendipitous space where it's just falling through. Yeah? Out comes commitment. Again, commitment and commitment, doubling up. And this is the commitment you have. You're offering yourself up. Wow, that's a big deal. My goodness, give me a minute. You're offering yourself up, right? And it's not what you would think it is. Another movie recommendation, La Brea. La Brea is sensational. 3 seasons, available on Paramount Global, so Paramount Channel streaming. But I know there's Paramount Plus and there's Paramount Global, so it's on one of them. I think it's on Global. I don't know if it's on Plus. It's a bit weird how that system all works because I'm running on Paramount on YouTube at this time. I've got issues about streaming platforms. I'm assessing a lot of different stuff. I'm annoyed. So mind that. We're going to push forward. Yeah? Either way, you can find La Brea somewhere out there. Watch it. All these little pockets of time open up. Different layers of time running consecutively. Not only is that going to be the future, which I'm predicting, right, with all this warp generation and stargates and things like that I'm developing in the now moment because the future is ready for it. Yeah, we do have the tech, we do have AI, I am building warp drives and a lot of other stuff. But anywho, right, the truth of the matter is, you're offering yourself up. I keep saying that in a weird way, I'm trying to grasp it. It's really interesting. You know when you offer up a pig as a giving and you have a big pig on the table, a hog roast at a feast with the apple in the mouth. Big specific occasion. That's very, when I see that, and I see that sometimes in tarot or in vision, it's a spiritual message for me. Yeah? Of offering. Even if you don't eat certain foods, you go to certain communities, certain indigenous tribes around the world, you can't say no, you have to be respectful and receive the food that they offer you. And in this case, you're being offered a full pig with an apple in its mouth, with loads of fruit and stuff around it on a massive platter. You're being given a hog roast. You know, some people offer goats. Russia just made agreements with North Korea, and I believe, and have offered Kim Jong. Putin just offered Kim Jong horses in exchange for artillery shells. Do you see the issue here? Now, this is interesting because there's an offer being made here. This is commitments. Let's dive into that. Offering and offering. Everything is mirroring here now. Absolute clarity about what needs to happen. Absolute clarity about destiny. Some of this for you, this is real love, right? This is real love. Not because you love yourself so deeply, right? You are now, and you know you, and all the stuff I've just said in this reading about you and you, right? What's happening from that now in this vibration is there's clarity of who you are and what you love and what you want. And the mirror of that is just flipping back and forth. It's clear sight. Absolute clear sight. There's no worry in this situation. The black cat's not glitching in the now moment. The fear and heartbreak is gone because destiny is absolutely here. This is truth. The truth is out. Over the next week and a half, 4 days from now, something specific. 4 days and then 8 days. So whenever you watch this, mark 4 days from now to the time itself. And then mark 8 days following that again to the time itself and watch the ricochet. Things are happening. In whatever area of your life this shows up and dominates, something's happening and you're going to see a ripple in 4 and then a ripple in another 4. So from 8 days from now, you should see a full transcended evolution in yourself or your consciousness that shows that you've evolved through this and you've cemented a brand new reality and you're grounded in your new truth. Powerful, beautiful, well done you. There's nothing more I need to say. You are triumphant and powerful. This was just confirmation of where you've come and where we're going. And I really like to think that my content is going to shift in line with this now because I want to be more upbeat and powerful in the way in which I'm talking to you guys. I guess I haven't paid enough attention in regards to how I'm communicating with you guys over here and how important it is for me to take my spirituality to a higher level, and then lock it in a way that is more transformative and clear. I mean, I just come over here to just give now and then, but I need to think about how I do that in line with what today's reading has said. It's really sparked my mind in pursuit of truth. So let's keep pursuing that truth, and let's keep diving into the quantum of our realities through consciousness. And I will be back soon with more. Carry on, folks, because this is epic, as are you. Namaste.